What's up, guys? Cody Dean here. Welcome to the very first episode of Sales Creation Radio. And you can catch me on YouTube. You can check this out on all of the podcast series. I'm super excited to start this podcast with you guys and share with you what I learn as I grow and get better in sales, marketing, business. Okay? So today we're going to be talking about why it's so important to find your target market. It is so important for you to find your target market, and I'll tell you why here. And it's actually been something that I've really been struggling with. As I've been starting my entrepreneur journey, I've been doing sales for the last 5-6 years, and I've really struggled as an entrepreneur finding out who I want to sell to, because I really love goals. I love the concept of creation. I love talking about mindset and vision and success, okay? And I love learning principles of truth. My very first book that really started me off, there's actually a couple. Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone and The Success Principles, I think is the name of the book. I got it on Kindle, and I remember my wife and I, we were living in 150, almost 200 square foot extended stay hotel in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The worst economy in the world, not in the world, but in the United States, one of the worst places to live in. And you can go do look up those cities of worst cities to live in. And I was surprised Louisiana, Baton Rouge was at the very, very bottom of desirable cities. But anyway, we were there, Baton Rouge. I actually really liked it there, and it was really fun, really humid. Anyway, I'm getting off the point here, but we had a really tiny hotel that we were just in for a temporary, about 4 or 5 months, as my wife finished up her master's program. And I was really struggling because I was going to school at the time, and I was just doing online courses, and I was going to take that semester off as we went to Louisiana because there was no places to go do testing and stuff. And I bought this book, The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, also one of the major authors of the Soup for the Soul books. Anyway, so I was reading that, and the reason why I talk about that is I love principles. I love truths. I love things that I can sink my teeth into and apply them across my entire life. That it can apply to my fitness, my relationships, my health, and money, right? And I love learning these things, and I want to go and talk to them and teach them to everyone that I know. But there's a problem with that. The biggest problem for me, if I'm not finding my target market, and for you, if you're not finding your target market, is the fact that majority of the people that you're talking to are zoning out. So let me go and talk a little bit more about that, okay? There's 3 major desires in this world, 3 major markets that people are going after for selling products to. First one is going to be health. They want to be physically fit. They want to lose weight. They want to take supplements. They want to mostly lose weight. Maybe get a little stronger, bodybuilding. So that's the first one, is fitness, health. Next one is wealth. It's nice, it rhymes. Wealth, like money, making money, how to save money, how to invest money, those kind of things. And then the third one is relationships. How can I improve my relationship? Relationship with yourself, relationship with your spouse. How to find a girlfriend, how to find a boyfriend, how to keep the relationship strong. Okay, so those are the 3 major things and target audiences that people are going after. Now the problem is that those audiences have gotten so saturated and it's too vague if you just go after all of them. And the reason why is because if you are talking about health, even though the principles can apply to wealth and relationships, then everyone else, when you start talking about relationships, the other 2 out of the 3 people are zoning out. That means 66% of your people at any time are zoning out. They're zoning out because they're like, what you're talking about does not apply to me. What you're talking about doesn't apply to me. You're talking about relationships, even though you can talk about how to track things and how to improve your relationships, and that relationship can also track over to wealth and health. Those people are going to start zoning out. Same thing if I start talking about sales and money, and I start talking about money and people are like, oh, he's talking about money again. I'm going to just zone out because all I care about is my relationships with my family and with myself. How can I better myself, right? So at any given time, if you trying to target all three of those people, and this was my problem, I was trying to target all three categories: health, wealth, relationships. Health, wealth, relationships. I was trying to target all of them. I was like, hey guys, you can create your goals, you can create your opportunities in anything that you want. I wrote a book about love, lift, liberate, how to lift yourself up and how to love yourself more and how to use love as a way to create your goals. And my problem was, it wasn't targeted towards anyone. It was just targeted towards everyone. And so when in that book, Love, Lift, Liberate, great book, by the way, go and get it. But in the book, if I start talking about money and you don't really care about money, then you're going to zone out during that portion of the book. Okay? Now, this is why it's super important to pick an audience. And I'm going to show you a way to help you find your audience to go after. Okay? And who I ended up and who I'm finally going after in my audience. Okay? So this podcast and this radio series was actually started off as concepts of creation. Okay? And it was just creation of just creating your goals. It's so vague, right? Most people are zoning out. So what you got to do is when you focus on one of those targets, wealth specifically, I like the concept of wealth, going after money, how to invest it, how to sell it, how to make more money, how to, all those things. I love it, okay? I love those concepts of wealth and money. And that's what I've been doing for the last 5-6 years. And so that's what I'm going after is wealth. And when you start focusing on one category, those, at any given time, 30%, 33% of people are going to be zoned out. But if you can focus on one category, one of the categories out of the three, health, wealth, relationships, for me, it's going to be wealth. I focus on wealth, only 1/3 of the people are going to be zoning out. That means 66% of the people are going to be focused and directed at what I'm going to be talking about. And they're actually going to be able to more apply. So the importance of finding your target market is so important that it changes from 66% of people not focusing and zoning out and to 66% of people being focused and actually paying attention to you. Okay? So there's a way for you to find out who your target market is going to be. So let me give you my formula, and this actually helped me immensely find my target market of who I'm going after, who I'm going to serve, because you do not serve anyone by trying to serve everyone. You're going to get spread too thin. You're going to be unable to focus enough on what you want to do and what you want to accomplish that you're not going to actually be able to truly serve those people. So if you can really focus on the people, that's when you're actually going to make a difference. Okay? That's what is important, is serving others, making the world a better place. Okay? So my target market is going to be inside wealth. So what you do is you find one of these categories. You find one of the categories, boom. You pick health, wealth, relationships. Like, what are you passionate about? Oh, I like helping relationships out. Okay, pick your relationships. So you like taking supplements. Supplements are for fitness. Go to fitness. For me, I love sales. I love money. I love all of that topics of business and entrepreneurship. So me, I'm picking wealth. All of those go into wealth. Okay. Now, if you can then break each one of those sections down even more. Okay, so wealth, like I was talking about, it could be sales, it could be investments, it could be real estate, it could be affiliate marketing, it could be all those things, right? So you have to pick a subcategory, because even then, if you start talking about sales, or if you start talking about real estate, everyone that's not into real estate will start to zone out. Okay, and you want the people to be focused, because what you focus on will grow. Okay, so my target market is going to be for salespeople and people that want to make more money. They have to learn how to sell. So if they want to make more money, they have to learn how to sell. Okay? And even in that category, it's too, what Russell Brunson talks about is it's a red ocean. It's too bloody. There's too many people talking about sales. So you have to distinguish yourself even more. Like, you're not just doing real estate, you're doing lease options. Hey, I want to help people make money by doing real estate. How are we going to do the real estate? Through lease options. I want to help people make money. How? Through real estate. How? Through nightly rentals and Airbnb. I want to help people make money through relationships. What kind of relationships? They're going to help with dating. How are you going to do dating? Through Tinder, right? Like, these are specific target markets. You go 3 layers deep. You find out your first market, health, wealth, relationships. You find out the second layer deep, which is something that goes along with that. So for me, wealth. People that want to make money, they have to learn how to sell. So that is my sub-market within the market. And then my sub-market within sales is the concept of creation. When you create something, the only way to be successful in sales, this is why most people are failing at sales and not being successful, is they do not understand the concept of creation. So that is my target market, is salespeople, and I have to teach them the concept of creation. The only way to be successful in sales and make a lot of money is to learn the concept of creation. Okay? Now, for you, if you're trying to find your target market, this is what you gotta do. You gotta say, I'm gonna help, fill in the blank, people that want to invest in real estate. Or I wanna help people that wanna make more money. So, I wanna help people that wanna make more money. I'm gonna help people that wanna make more money, teach them how to sell. And by doing that, the only way to learn how to sell is to learn the concept of creation. Okay, you fill in the blanks there. Like, I'm going to help blank people do this. How do I do that? In this way. I'm going to help people that have 50 pounds or more to lose learn how to stay on a super amazing diet, and I'm going to help them do it through ketosis. Okay, so that way you go those 3 layers deep to help you serve those people at the fullest. Okay, that's who I'm going after. That is who I want to help, are the people that want to make more money. You have to, the way to make more money is through sales, and the way to sell is through the concept of creation. And I'm going to go over more of how to create your success, how to create your opportunities, how to create your sales, how to create the money in your life that you need to be successful. And you will become a sales creator, a sales creator. That's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want more of this, go ahead and subscribe. Appreciate it so much. And be blessed. Be great so you can love, live, liberate, and create.